Well, we have a lot of young guys playing well, and he's one of them. Obviously, he's had 2 good weeks. He's a guy that's played some corner, nickel, and safety for us, so he's got the traits that we like. He gets the ball. He's got man cover skills. He can blitz. He can tackle. That's been impressive. Watching him tackle and make calls because it's his first time playing safety at a full time appointment. So he's tackling. He's making plays, and he can surely cover. So that's a skill set that you always want. Guys who can get the ball in the back end.
What was it like for you to see JF and Zach out there for the first time together in team action?
Yeah, that was good because it hadn't happened in a while. But obviously our front should be one of our strengths. Just the front and outside backers. That's our deepest, most experienced position. So those guys have to play well for us to win games this fall.
What are some of the position battles or battles in general that you want to get more clarity on into this final preseason game?
I think, with practicing games, it's clearing up, but most of the battles that we have, it's battles where you need, both guys to play well for you. It's battles where you need both guys to play in a package, like corner, right? We need multiple corners. So it's encouraging to watch, all the guys get better. And obviously during the game week we have schemes and we have packages for all guys to play. But most of those battles are ongoing, past the weekend, and we'll decide who starts first. But that won't matter at corner, even at backer with dime and nickel and our NASCAR packages.
Where is Jonah Ellis taking the biggest step in this past month?
Man, I mean, he's been impressive. His football IQ is very high for a young guy. His instincts, he just makes plays, and his know-how sometimes surprises me because he hadn't been told a lot of stuff, and he kind of figures it out. That's a special trait that young players, you want all young players to have, but he has it. Rushing the passer, man, he has counter moves that, again, we hadn't taught him yet. And he, on his own, he's kind of, done. Dropping in coverage is natural for him, tackling, chasing, playing hard, being smart. So he's been awful impressive for a rookie.
What was the idea behind boxing gloves?
I'm sorry?
Boxing gloves that you use out there?
The boxing gloves was part of the turnover circuit for our team. It's emphasizing DBs punching the ball out and, offensive guys protecting the ball. So that's more of a Coach Payton thing in practice, but not a big deal.
You're busy, obviously, trying to just call the game and worry about personnel, especially in preseason. But when you see Jonas Griffin go to the sideline, do you kind of hold your breath for a second, knowing what he's been through the last couple of years and how hard he's worked to get back here?
Absolutely. You don't want anybody to get injured, during preseason. These guys, it's their dream. You've had a couple guys that's been out for a year, hadn't played football for a year, so you're always wishing those guys come out of this thing healthy. We got one more week to kind of play football and see where it lays.
Another guy in that safety group with Devin, obviously being on your practice squad last year, what does it take to go from being a not to that to take play quite?
Yeah, I mean it takes a guy who's engaged every day. He's super smart, man. And even last year when you watch him in practice, you can see he had it, right? It was just lack of time on task, and he's been consistent throughout camp with tackling and making calls, and his coverage stuff has been excellent. So I think safety is a spot, inside backers a spot where you can grow young guys, from being practice squad guys to being starters moving forward, because it's a spot that takes intelligence, and processing, and he has those two things. So it's been fun to watch him play, and he's been clean all preseason.
Philosophically, how much becomes too much when it comes to blitzing and sending more than 5 guys?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It depends on who we're playing, and it depends on if they're blocking it or not. When you're bringing pressure, when I'm bringing pressure, I'm not bringing pressure blind. I'm not just blitzing the blitz, right? It's blitzing protections, it's blitzing personnel, it's blitzing the back, it's blitzing a part of the field. So every blitz we game plan is for a purpose. Sometimes the look is just to make them block everybody and run 3-man routes. So, overload looks or double mug looks is sometimes to make them panic or to make them block every look during the week and never run it. So it's a purpose to it. But you can be reckless sometimes, blitzing blind and not blitzing with a reason behind it. So I would think I'm experienced enough not to do that anymore. You know, as a experienced coordinator, you know, blitz with a purpose and not just blind.
Any concern on how much time Brandon Jones has missed, and is he just about back?
That's always a concern, Mike, because, you know, obviously playing football and being in the meeting room is different. So, you know, having him back out there and getting reps is important, right? We play next week. So, yeah, when guys miss time, it's critical they get back to the playing field and also, you know, off the field, having their studies in check. Because, I mean, you know, playing a game is playing a game. You know, it's not on the sideline.
What about Levi Wallace? How much did he potentially fall behind missing his time?
Well, again, you know, when guys miss time, it's not a good thing. You know, thank God, especially for Levi. I mean, he's a veteran corner who's played a lot of football, so he's super smart. So the mental part, I don't worry about with him as a corner, but the safety spot is a little different. A different system for Brandon, different calls, different language. So I think Levi's in different boat than Brandon.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy your day.